everyone, and welcome to a new weekend vlog. I hope you've all been having a wonderful week. I've been looking forward to today because Mum and I want to head to a local nursery. I really want to have a look at some plant pots because I have ordered quite a few bulbs for the spring that once they come I want to plant, and I will be planting some probably straight into the ground, but I'd also like to have a few in pots. So I want to go and have a look at the pots, and the nursery that we like to go to also has a really nice sort of restaurant and cafe. So I'm hoping if it's not too busy, we'll be able to drop by and just have a cup of tea and maybe a little bite to eat. They have a really nice terrace on the outside, which if the weather's good, and it is lovely and sunny today, we might be able to just sit outside and have a hot drink. So that's just the kind of little treat that I do look forward to. So I'm excited about that today. I wanted to tell you about my outfit of the day as well. I have a simple retro blouse on and a Jules vest that I'm wearing with some chocolate brown corduroy trousers, the ones that I really like from Marks and Spencer's. But I'm thrilled to say that Simple Retro is very kindly sponsoring today's video. So I'm going to show you this blouse properly, and I also picked out 4 other pieces from Simple Retro. So before we head out, I'm going to do just a little styling session for you. I'll show you what clothes I chose and how I would style them. I really love Simple Retro. They're a great clothing brand, especially for women like me who love clothes that have a little bit of a retro or vintage feel to them. I definitely like a little bit of an old-fashioned look and a bit of a retro style. And another reason that I really like Simple Retro is because it's a female-founded company, which I think is great. And their clothing is really affordable. It's a nice, accessible brand. So I had a lot of fun picking out a few pieces. And I do have a discount code as well, which is Miranda 10. That's Miranda 10. So you can also have a look on the Simple Retro website and remember to use my discount code if you choose anything. But I'm going to show you the things that I picked out and how I would style them now. Okay, so first I want to show you the blouse that I'm wearing today. This is it without a vest on top, so you can see the full blouse and what it looks like. I really love this blouse because I like to wear it either by itself or with a cardigan or vest on top. I've chosen to pair it with some slim fit corduroy trousers, so you can see the full look here. And I love the little feminine details on this blouse. It's got a silky brown tie that you can tie into a bow here, and a little ruffle around the neck, which I think is very sweet, and it gives the blouse a little bit of an old-fashioned feel to it. But I like the slightly ballooned sleeves as well. Just really nice little details. So I love to wear this blouse by itself, and you can definitely do that because it's got enough fun detailing to it that it actually looks really nice just on its own. But I'll also show you again how I style it with a vest. Okay, so here I am back in my knitted vest for my outfit of the day today. I really love the Simple Retro blouse styled with this vest. I mean, you could wear any knitted vest that you have, but I think it looks really nice, and I love pairing it with the chocolate brown cords. It just matches the colour of the ribbon really well, which I love, and I think it's such a nice sort of colour for autumn, a rich chocolate brown. So I really am pleased with this look, and just to finish it off, I've got an odd little Kate Spade bag that I think goes nicely, and then I've just got my little boots on. So a really nice look for autumn for me, and yes, I'm really pleased with this as my outfit of the day. But let me also show you the other clothes that I picked out from Simple Retro. So for my next look, I picked out this lovely cardigan from Simple Retro, and you can see how nice it looks with this blouse as well. And this is definitely how I would style it for a little bit of a preppy look, which I think is so suitable for early autumn and this back to school time. I do like to do a bit of a preppy style sometimes. So this is how I would wear it, maybe with a little pink bag like this one. I really like this outfit together, and this is such a nice cardigan. I could also choose to wear it just on it by itself as almost a sweater top, but I do like to actually wear this with a blouse underneath and to just leave it open like this so the little ribbon shows at the top. I think that's really nice. But this is a bit of a cable knit style cardigan, you can see, which I really like, and it makes it very cozy and warm. There's nice detailing on this with the gold buttons that I think look really stylish. And then there's the trim at the top in cream, which is a nice contrast to the pink at the bottom as well, and also around the cuffs. It's just little details like that that really add a lot to an outfit. So I love this cardigan. I love the colour as well. It's a really nice shade of pink, and there are kind of flecks in the material that just add that bit of depth as well to the colour, which I really, really like. So yes, this is my second look from Simple Retro. The next piece that I picked out from Simple Retro is another cardigan, which is so warm and snuggly and soft. I absolutely love this. It's a bit more for when the chillier weather really hits, because you can see on the design there are little snowflakes as well as little cats trying to catch the snow, which I think is so cute. But yes, I'm getting excited for colder weather because I can't wait to wear this cardigan a lot. I'm actually wearing it with the Simple Retro blue striped blouse that I styled in my last video where I featured their clothes. So it's really nice to have this piece that goes so well with this cardigan. It picks up the pale blue detailing really well. So I like it like this, but this also looks really nice done up as well. And for that extra warmth, you definitely want to be able to button up a cardigan. You could wear this by itself too, but for added warmth with another layer, and also just to have a little bit of the pretty light blue and this ruffle around the collar just peeking out. I really like to have this done up as well. So I just love this cardigan, so cozy, and it's so soft. It's really, really lovely. So this was the other one that I picked out, and I would probably style this with just a simple little bag, like a nice shoulder bag like this one, just for quite a casual look, popping out to the shops, that type of thing. But I really like this together. So yes, this was the other cardigan, and now I'll show you the next outfit. For my final Simple Retro look, I've gone for a bit of a dressier option. When I first saw this outfit on their lookbook, I actually thought this was a dress, but in fact it's two pieces, a top and a skirt, and I've just tucked the top into the skirt. But this is great because you can always wear the top separately and the skirt separately, but I really like to put them together actually. And this outfit I think is lovely. The material has a lovely velvety feel to it. Again, there are really pretty little details, like the lace at the pockets, and it has real pockets, which is always a winner in my book. I love that. And then the top has this really pretty lace collar. You can see the lace detailing is so nice, and it's picked up at the cuffs as well. And of course on the skirt at the pockets too, there's some nice lace detailing. The buttons are attractive that go down the top, and I really like to pair this look with some leather boots, just some black leather boots. And then I would also wear a little vintage Chanel bag for this one, and I think it just looks lovely and smart. But I love the slightly old-fashioned feel to it too, with the lace detailing on this outfit. I think that's just really lovely. And this again is an outfit that I could really see going into the winter months too, with festive parties coming up. I think this sort of velvety material is really nice for autumn and winter. So I love this look as well. But anyway, I better get changed back into my outfit of the day so that we can head out. Okay, so those were all of the clothes. I'm back in what I was wearing for today, and we're going to head out now. But do remember my discount code of Miranda10, Miranda10. That will get you 10% off on the Simple Retro website, and I'll put all of the links to the clothes that I picked out as well as to the Simple Retro website in my video description box down below, so you can check out all of the links there, and I'll put my discount code there too. But now let's head out. And we're home. I bought 4 pots at the nursery, which I'm really pleased with because they were all half price. So it was great to get a bargain. I've just taken them out and I've put them upside down so that they don't sort of fill with rain, because I haven't got the bulbs yet. So I'm just going to wait for them to arrive before I pot them up. But I'm really pleased. I went for this simple terracotta look. Like I said, they were on sale, so I thought it was really worth it, and I'm really pleased with them. Hello everyone, so it's the next morning and we've got a fun day planned for today. We're going somewhere that we've never been to before in Yorkshire, which is to Bolton Abbey. I've always wanted to see this ruined abbey. We've been to a lot of abbeys in Yorkshire. I mean, it's famous for its abbeys, but we've never been to this one. So I'm looking forward to going. It's nice weather today, so hopefully it will hold. And we're going for lunch at a pub that was recommended to us that's near the abbey. It's called the Devonshire Arms. And they actually have a branch of the same pub in Derbyshire. We've been to that one and enjoyed it. So we're trying out the Yorkshire one today. So I'm really looking forward to that. If we have time, we'll go on to Haworth as well. I might try and see the Bronte parsonage again. We have been around it in the past. I've filmed it. I've filmed Haworth quite a few times. But it's always lovely to go back in the autumn especially, I think. And that reminds me, I thought I'd go through some of my recent sort of reading at the moment, what I'm reading currently. My Audible listen is Jane Eyre. I've been listening to a lot of Agatha Christie, which I also love for autumn, although really I listen to her books all year round. But Jane Eyre is one of my favourite reads for the autumn, and I thought I would listen to it as an audiobook. I always enjoy doing that. So I'm definitely inspired to go to Haworth, if not today, then sometime soon. So yes, I'm really enjoying rereading Jane Eyre through listening to it. Of course, I'm reading Bookworm for the Comfort Book Club discussion, which, as a reminder, will be next Sunday. I'm looking forward to that. It's not a live discussion. The video just goes up on a Sunday, but I'm really looking forward to having a chat about the book with my mum and recording that video. And then I've got quite a few books on the go at the moment. So apart from those, my bedtime read right now is Apple Bough by Noel Streatfeild. Haven't read this one for ages and I'm really enjoying it again. It's just such a light read. I only started it the other night and I've already read quite a lot of it. It's just a lovely cozy read for bedtime, so I've been enjoying this one. I always like her family stories a lot, and this is quite a typical one of hers. It's about a group of siblings and they're each talented in their own different ways. One child is a bit of a musical prodigy and he becomes a famous violinist from a very, very young age, and the parents travel with the other siblings as well, all around the world, so that he can be taught by the best teachers and also perform in concerts and things like that. And at first the children are excited by this, but more and more they miss their home, Apple Bough, and they miss England. And then when they start to develop their own talents and things like acting and ballet, this is Noel Streatfeild after all, so acting and ballet is going to come in there somewhere. The children get more and more homesick and they start to plan Operation Home as a way to convince their parents that actually they don't like being world citizens all the time, they want a home base. So yeah, it's just a sweet story that I'm really enjoying. And then when I'm a bit less tired, so like a bit earlier in the evening, I've been enjoying reading Army Without Banners by Anne Stafford. It says a novel about the unsung army of women who picked up the pieces during the London Blitz. And I think that this is largely based on the author's own experiences during World War II. And it's about a middle-aged woman who goes to London to sort of do her bit, and she ends up driving an ambulance van around the city, right in the heart of the Blitz. So I think it will be a pretty harrowing read, but it's a really interesting book too. And there's some funny moments, there's some really touching moments already. I'm not that far along yet. But if you liked Business as Usual, also by Anne Stafford, then this is completely different, but it's interesting to read. Another book by her. So this has been on my shelf for a while, and I have wanted to read some World War II related books this month, as the Second World War started in September, on September 1st, so I'm pleased to have got to this one. I finished Anne of Ingleside, which I absolutely loved. So now I've picked up Rainbow Valley as well. This is another nice little bedtime read. I've just started it and I'm looking forward to reading this more over the next few weeks. And then another one that I've dipped into again is Autumn Term by Antonia Forrest. I love how this book starts when the girls are on the train on their way to boarding school for the first time, and one of the main characters, Nicola, accidentally drops her penknife with 16 blades, which she's very proud of, out of the train window, and she pulls the emergency cord and it creates absolute havoc before even arriving at school. So I always remember that opening, and it's very funny, but I'm enjoying returning to this book, which I loved as a child. So anyway, those are all of my reads recently, and I also actually just got a book in the post, which I think is from the publisher. So I was just going to open it up quickly with you. Oh, how lovely. Oh, look at this beauty. Chrysanthemums. I love these books about flowers that are photographed by Georgiana Lane. I'm such a fan of Georgiana Lane's books and photography, and I've met her and she's absolutely lovely. And this is one of her new projects that she's worked on, doing all of the beautiful photography of different chrysanthemums. I have quite a few books in this series. There's been ones on tulips and lilacs and hydrangeas, I think dahlias as well, all sorts of flowers, but it always amazes me the gorgeous varieties that they showcase in these books. They're just Such stunning books if you are a gardener or love flowers, or you just want a beautiful coffee table book. Then the ones in this series are so lovely. So let's check. So this is coming out the 12th of September. So it will be out now. And I can't wait to have a look at this a bit more later. But we better get going now because it is a bit of a drive. So I'm going to see if Mum's ready and then we'll head off. Just before going, I'm also just showing you my outfit of the day. So I'm wearing my simple retro pink cardigan. This is actually an old simple retro blouse that I have from a collaboration I did with them a few years ago. And I'm pairing it with this cardigan today. I love this blouse with the pretty collar and the nice pearl-like buttons. And then I've got my little Elizabeth Harbour brooch on, and I've just got some grey corduroy trousers, the ones that I like a lot from Marks and Spencer. So this is my outfit of the day. Let's get going. Here we are at the Devonshire Arms, ready for our lunch. It looks lovely. We decided to sit outside because it is such a glorious day and it's absolutely beautiful out here. Look at the view. I think that is such a gorgeous Yorkshire view out here. So we're going to sit and enjoy it. Mum's just over here.
Hello.
Isn't it lovely?
Wonderful, isn't it? Who would think we'd have such a lovely sunny day?
I know, it feels like summer, really.
It does.
It's so lovely.
Wind, but not too bad.
And that's quite part of summer often
yes,
too.
It is, not unusual.
Yes.
That's right.
But yes, really looking forward to our lunch.
Me too.
We're starting with cheese and truffle donuts, which look absolutely delicious. How is it? Really good. Oh. So I've gone for monkfish and Mum has gone for venison. Both look wonderful, don't they?
They do. They look absolutely delicious. Bon appetit.
So I've left Mum at the Devonshire Arms. We had such a lovely lunch, but she's going to stay and have a cup of coffee, and I'm going to walk to Bolton Abbey, which I'm really looking forward to seeing, and it's such a glorious day. I want to take advantage of this beautiful day and walk off some of that lunch. So I'm going to head off on a walk, really enjoy this September weather. It's such a perfect day. I can see the leaves just starting to change on the trees, but I can also see a few swallows in the sky. I've been watching them as we were having lunch, and it's just a really glorious early autumn day. So I'm making the most of it. I'm going to enjoy my walk and see Bolton Abbey, and then I'll head back and pick up Mum. I think she's going to just enjoy having her coffee, probably reading a book and just having a nice little rest whilst I head off for my walk. So I finished walking around Bolton Abbey, which was absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad that I walked here. The walk along the river is magical. I so recommend doing it. It really is a beautiful walk. It couldn't be a more lovely day as well. You can see the river behind me. Just stunning. I've actually taken my cardi off because the sun has really come out and it's very warm. But anyway, I better head back to the Devonshire Arms and find Mum. I hope she's had a nice coffee. Okay, so Mum and I have come on to Haworth. We're hoping to go round the Bronte parsonage. We'll see if we can get in and get tickets. But we had such a nice lunch, didn't we?
It was lovely and such a perfect day. And finally we're at Haworth. And it's not raining.
That's true.
I almost scared
That's
to say it.
Time.
Yes, yeah. It's so exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting to see it in nice weather.
yeah, but it's been a beautiful day. And the place was lovely for lunch.
Yeah.
And we had a beautiful walk.
Yes, it was really wonderful. So anyway, off we go into Haworth. And here we are at the former home of the Brontes. We really love this second-hand bookshop, Hatchard and Daughters, but sadly it's closed today. I'll have a little peek in the window anyway. Hello everyone, so it's the next day now. Mum and I had a lovely time in Haworth. It was really nice returning to the Bronte parsonage. Like I said, we have been before, but it was fun to go back again and to see the rooms in which the Brontes lived. That's always such a special experience. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to film this time. I had been able to film the last time that we were there, so I will put links to that video as well as to another video when we went to Haworth in the video description box, so you can check out those videos too. I did take a few photos, so I will have tried to have inserted them in the video before you see this, so as long as they turned out okay, which hopefully they did. But yeah, it was a lovely day. We were so happy to finally see Haworth in the sunshine, because it has always been absolutely dreadful weather in the past, which is very suitable for the Brontes, I think, but it was still nice to not have to film under an umbrella. So I really enjoyed that, and we were quite late getting home yesterday evening because it's a fairly long drive back, but it is a beautiful drive over the moors, and you can really see the touches of autumn coming to the landscape now. The trees are really starting to turn colour. You could see that at Bolton Abbey too. I tried to film quite a bit there so you could see the changing landscape as we're going into autumn, and it just looks so beautiful. I love how colourful this season is. So it was such a joyous autumnal day out yesterday. We both really enjoyed it. I'm going to pretty much wrap up this vlog today, but I wanted to share a few things that have come in the post very excitingly, and I do also want to just make some sloe gin today too, and I'll tell you about that just a bit later. But first, let me show you what has come in the post. So I had another package delivered from a publisher today, so I thought we could open it up together. It's always so exciting to get some new books, and I think I know what these are because the publisher got in touch to ask if I was interested in these books, and I definitely am, so I'm really excited to open this one. So here they are, the two books that Yale University Press very kindly sent me, and which I've been really excited to get. The first is The Mysterious Case of the Victorian Female Detective by Sarah Lodge, and it says it's a revelatory history of the women who brought Victorian criminals to account and how they became a cultural sensation. From Wilkie Collins to the adventures of Sherlock Holmes, the traditional image of the Victorian detective is male. Few people realise that there were women detectives who successfully investigated Victorian Britain, working both with the police and for private agencies, which they sometimes managed themselves. I really cannot wait to read this, such a fascinating non-fiction book all about the real-life women who were, in fact, detectives in Victorian society. I think this will make such good reading. Perfect autumnal reading too, which really is the season for the gothic, the mysterious. I can't wait to read this. It sounds so good. So thank you to Yale. And then they also sent me this gorgeous looking book, The Story of Nature, A Human History by Jeremy Minot. I hope that's how you pronounce his last name. And this also sounds like such an interesting read. It says it's the story of humanity's evolving relationship with the natural world. Nature has long been the object of human curiosity and the inspiration for some of our deepest creative impulses. It is an integral part of our history and culture. But all this is now under challenge as we witness its rapid impoverishment and even destruction. In this beautifully illustrated book, Jeremy Minot traces our developing involvement with nature, past, present, and future. From the dramatic depictions of animals by the prehistoric cave painters, through the romantic discovery of landscape in the 18th century to the climate emergency of the present day, Minot looks at the different ways in which humankind has understood the world around us. I think this looks like such a beautiful book, with some really lovely illustrations as well. So I can't wait to dive into this too. And it's just really beautifully put together. I always like Yale University Press publications actually, because they're always really good quality and on very interesting subjects. I've got quite a few of their books that I've bought in the past as well. I always really like them. So delighted to have got those two very different topics, but both very much of interest to me. So really thrilled with those. And then we got our new delivery of the autumn fern fragrance. So I have in a previous favourite things video, I think my one back in the spring, And there is a new favourite things video coming this Thursday, by the way. So it's an autumn special, my favourite things for autumn this year. So do check back for that, because there are lots of goodies coming in that video. But I mentioned before that we got this lovely perfume subscription box, which releases one perfume per season, and all the perfumes are inspired by the seasons, which is absolutely the kind of thing that I love. And so they always send some really charming little boxes out each season with the new perfume, and the autumn one has just arrived, which is quince inspired. Oh, look at that gorgeous little notebook. I love that. How lovely. It says, the door to the kitchen stands open. A basket of quinces, freshly picked, sits on the windowsill, and the scent of warming spices drifts from the stove. Shafts of light break through the cloistered darkness, while ribbons of saffron flame red against an oak table, blackened with use and pressed by many hands. It is into this kitchen scene, resembling a Dutch still life, that we invite you to step with our Autumn 24 fragrance. Let me see the whole poster, because they're always really beautiful. That is lovely. Just stunning. So I can't wait to try the fragrance. It says it's got saffron, caraway seed, aniseed, blood orange rind, grapefruit rind. Oh, loads of really lovely ingredients. Nutmeg as well, and jasmine. I can't wait to try it. So they always send a little sample tester as well as the main kind of perfume box, and you can try the sample first and see if you like it, and if you don't like it, then you can send it back. But so far I have liked all of them, so I'll have a little squirt and try it. Oh, that's lovely. It's really quite spicy. There were quite a few spices actually I saw in that fragrance list. There's got that little gentle hint of citrus, and then there is a real lovely spiciness to it that is really nice for autumn. I definitely want to keep that one, so I'm really happy with that. It's nice to get a little sample though, and then you always get a lovely terracotta stone, and this is so nice to use. I actually have one just here that I think this one came in the summer one, and I keep these in a little dish like this. This is on the table by my bed, and I actually like to just squirt a bit of room spray or a lovely perfume. Like I love the Blackberry and Bay cologne by Jo Malone for this time of year, and you just spray a bit on the stone to dampen it, and it just releases the fragrance for quite a long time, and it makes the room smell lovely. So I love to use those, so I'm always so pleased when I get a new one. Look, this one has a lovely acorn on it for autumn. That's so nice. And then they've also done a lovely little autumn tea in here. It says, our autumn tea is mellow and fragrant, reminiscent of hay meadows at harvest time. The tea is inspired by the biodynamic herb farm where it's made, along the lane from our Somerset studio. It has oat straw flower tops, rosebud, cardamom bud, orange peel, spearmint, coriander seed, fennel seed, chamomile flower, and marshmallow root. I can't wait to try that. That will be lovely later. And I'm going to keep the perfume, so I'm going to break the seal. And there we are. That's the bigger perfume tube. It was actually one of my founding member Seasons of Story subscribers who first told me about Fern, because she thought I'd like it, my mum would like it, and she was absolutely right. So thank you very much to Virginia. Still really enjoying our Fern subscription. So there's the big perfume bottle of their Autumn 24 scent. Makes me feel so autumnal. I love it. And then my mum surprised me with an early birthday present, which I'm going to open because we're actually going to be on the road on my actual birthday. We're going away for a few days for my birthday, and on the actual day we'll be driving. So I'm opening my presents a bit early because we don't want to bring a load of presents with us. So this one is an early birthday present, but I'm going to open it now and I'll unbox it with you. It was a lovely surprise. It's something else that I like an awful lot. Let me just get the box out. So I love Bird and Blend tea, and my mum has got me this sort of, I think it's like an autumn taster box or something like that, she said. I love the Let's Get Cozy. It's such a pretty box actually, isn't it? Feeling very autumnal today. So I don't know what teas are inside it, but I thought I would show you because I like Bird and Blend a lot, and this is such a lovely gift. Oh wow. Oh, how nice. Look at how nice, oh, look at how nice that is. So the spiced pumpkin pie tea, which I really, really like. How lovely. That'll be so nice. And then a little measuring spoon for tea. Ooh, I like that it says 1 cup of happiness. Just on the end. I don't know if you can see that. But that's great because when you have loose leaf tea, it's really handy to have a little measuring thing like that. And then their strainer, which is so good, again for loose leaf tea, that's really handy to have. And then 2 little, oh, it's spiced pumpkin pie matcha and toffee apple matcha. How lovely. I can't wait to try all of those. I've actually had some of these before and they are really nice. I know how nice they are, these ones. And I also really like the spiced pumpkin pie. So that's so lovely. Going to have some later. It smells so nice, this tea. I mean, I know it'll be sealed, but the scent is coming through the seal even. So nice. That'll be lovely. So absolutely thrilled, and yeah, feeling very birthday-ish already. Start of my birthday season, obviously. I'm just inserting a clip here to say that when I looked at this box more closely later, I realised that there were these little drawers on each side that pulled out, and there was 4 more different types of tea inside: baby spice, apple cider, bobbing, bonfire toffee sticky chai, and then spiced pumpkin pie sticky chai. So I'm really glad I realised that and wanted to let you all know too. But anyway, I'm going to head down and make this sloe gin because a neighbour of ours very kindly gave us a frozen bag of sloe berries, and I really want to make sloe gin with it that hopefully we'll be able to enjoy by Christmas time when we have a few Christmassy gatherings. So let's go down and do that now. Okay, so I'm down in the kitchen and I've just made some sloe gin. I'll take you through the process. This was one I made the other day. So I've been shaking this every day to keep dissolving the sugar, and you can see it's already turning a lot darker than this one, which I just did now. But sloe gin is delicious for your winter tipples, and it's actually very easy to make as long as you can get sloes. All you need to do is you need to have a good sized Kilner jar. I'll link to a recipe that has measurements for sort of just a standard recipe, so you can follow that recipe. But it's important to get a jar that seals properly, and it's important to make sure it's sterilised before you make your sloe gin. So after those initial steps, all you need are sloes, sugar and gin. And essentially the best quality gin that you can use, the better your sloe gin will be. So I have some York gin, which is lovely, that I'm using for this, and it just helps to make your sloe gin extra nice if you can get a bit better quality gin. But so once you've got your 3 very simple ingredients together, then first of all you add the sloes. Make sure you have picked off maybe like the stems and leaves and things like that from your sloes, and then you pop them in the jar, you add the sugar, and then you add the gin, and that really is all that there is to it. Once you've got all your ingredients in there, you just give the jar a gentle shake, and that's what starts dissolving the sugar. And then you'll need to shake it every day for a while until the sugar is dissolved, and you just store the jar somewhere dark and cool. But like I said, I'll link to a recipe that we use and that's easy to follow, so you can check out all of the tips in that recipe as well. And yes, I'm so pleased to have got this sloe gin made today. The hard part will just be to wait until December, when we can start having our winter drinks and use the sloe gin in cocktails and things like that. Anyway, I'm going to end this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this extra vlog on a Sunday. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend as well. Let me know if you've been up to any autumnal adventures this weekend. Like I said, my video on Thursday is going to be my autumn favourite things edition, so do tune back for that, and then there'll be another extra video next Sunday for the Comfort Book Club and our discussion of Bookworm by Lucy Mangan, and I'm also excited for that. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Extra big thanks to those of you who pressed the super thanks button on my last video. I so appreciate your support, but I appreciate the support of everyone who subscribes to my channel, likes and comments the videos, and of course watches them. So I'll see you again very soon. Goodbye.